Write your answer to the following brief constructed response item in 1 to 2 paragraphs. Use the lines provided below. Question number 9. Explain how the author gradually understands the seal's intentions. Support your answer with several important details from the article. Be sure to use your graphic organizer when organizing your sentences into your 1 to 2 paragraphs. If you have any questions, be sure to write it down on a sticky note and put it in the parking lot. Write your answer to the following short answer item in 2 to 3 sentences. Use the lines provided below. Question number 14. Explain why Frith changes his mind about punishing El Aharia. Support your answer with 2 important details from the passage. Again, be sure to use your graphic organizer. If you have any questions, write it on a sticky note and put it in the parking lot. Read the prompt below and write a well-organized, text-dependent response. Be sure to save time to edit and review your work for complete sentences, correct grammar, spelling, punctuation, and appropriate language. The next page is for you to record notes, brainstorm, and/or write an outline. There are 2 pages provided for you to write a rough draft and edit your work. Write your final draft on the last 2 pages. Question number 22. The authors of Watership Down and How the Zebra Got His Stripes create characters and conflicts that serve as both warnings and as origin stories for why animals have specific physical traits. Physical traits are different from character traits. Physical traits mean what the animal actually looks like. So they have a tail, what color they are, they have hair, different things like that. Write an original story about different animals that have a conflict. Conflict means having a problem. That teaches the reader an important lesson. Lesson is like the theme, the moral of the story. What do you want the reader to learn from your story? Your story should include a warning of and the origin of the animal's physical traits. So on your graphic organizer that I provided, we discussed physical traits that you can give the animals, just like how the zebra got his stripes from being burned and his white fur became striped with black. So you want to create an animal and create how they got to look the way that they did. Use what you learned about baboon and El Aharia conflicts, traditional folktale character types, and narrative structure when writing your story. So let's rethink about when we were writing, we were continuing to write to the jacket. This is very similar to what you are doing. So you're going to write your own story. You're going to make up your own story, which is called a narrative. Remember to use a variety of narrative techniques that advance the story or illustrate the experience. Develop your response with relevant details, quotations. Remember to have characters talking and dialoguing and put the quotation marks around them, or other information and examples. Organize your ideas with a clear introduction, effective transitions, and a concluding thought. So if you need to answer any of these essay questions, you can go back to read any of the articles so that it can refresh your memory. Remember, if you have any questions, write it in the parking lot, and I'll be sure to get to you as soon as possible.